Adjust the microphone where Honorable Yon.
Right Honorable Speaker, first of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity. Secondly,
No, please, Honorable colleagues.
I want to thank you
Honorable Sechkubo,
for having...
Honorable Yon wants you to listen to him.
Sechkubo?
Now, no, please, Honorable, please, don't cause excitement here. Honorable Sechkubo, you were heard in silence. Let's listen to Honorable Yon. Yeah.
Thank
Please,
you
let's not exchange. Yeah. Honorable Yon.
Thank you so much, Speaker. Speaker, I also want to thank you for having recalled the House from recess. As you're very much aware that we've been in a struggle to look for signatures, to debate a matter of national importance in this parliament. I want to thank God that from 0, we went up to 172. We are left with 5. We pray to God that we get the 5. Reason being, we voted for you, Speaker. The Speaker and you, we voted for you to chair this House neutrally. Right Honorable Speaker, you have failed to defend this House. The President painted us clearly in Kololo during the State of the Nation address that I used to hear, but I have now confirmed with evidence that there is corruption in the Parliament of Uganda and the Ministry of Finance. My first question is, you as the chair, as the Speaker, what have you done to clean our image, which has been painted bad? In the streets we are moving, they are calling us corrupt. On this same parliament, we requested you yourself and Speaker, Right Honorable Anita Among, that there is exhibition of parliament going on issues of corruption. Give us space on the order paper to have this matter debated. It is 2 months down the road. The world is aware that there's corruption in this parliament. We want this matter to be debated. Why are you running away from that debate? You are meant to be neutral. Give space for all of us equally. Why are you making us suffer? Running through this country looking for signatures to debate this matter of corruption in this parliament. You need to come out clean. Right Honorable Speaker, you, Right Honorable Anita Among, has been painted out for being corrupt. Your name has been mentioned for being corrupt. We are also having a motion to have a matter debated on the commissioners. We have our evidence. We want to lay and have them defend themselves. You are all blocking us from that. What is this parliament all about? Where are you taking this country? Today, this country is under panic. Today, they have deployed the army massively because of issues of corruption in this country. Why don't you let Ugandans free from corruption? Why don't you allow us debate the matter of corruption in this parliament, here in this floor? It is too much. We are not thieves. All these MPs have been painted. If we know we are clean like me, screen me. We have evidence against them. We have evidence. So we need this matter be debated. You need to clean your name. Deputy Speaker yourself. Anita Among needs to clean her name. The commissioners need to clean their names. The ministers need to clean their names. And as MPs, if you have anything against us in this parliament, we need to clean our names.
Thank you.
Why don't you want this matter to be debated on this floor? Deputy Speaker, we need this matter addressed.
Thank you.
If not, we are ready to join the Ugandans because you're blocking us the opportunity to debate. We were voted by our voters to come and debate. Why are you running away from debate, Deputy Speaker? Why is Anita Among running away from debate? Why? We need by parliament which is free corruption.
Thank you, Honorable Arion. Thank you. Now, Honorable colleagues, the Honorable Arion is raising. I think, Honorable, I've given you time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Honorable colleagues, Honorable Arion is raising very. Honorable Arion is raising very critical issues. And honorable colleagues, personally, I come from a culture where we say, a spirit that speaks does not kill. Yes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, why we rise up in arms against the statement of the Attorney General?
You have been peaceful.
Yes, Right Honorable Speaker, thank you. Most obliged, Right Honorable Speaker. Is when the security forces of this country turn a matter that is purely political and they try to punish it by using courts. This is not the first time, honorable members, I've been here. We've had such similar incidents in the past, like walk to work. And I wish the Attorney General today and the Inspector General of Police, Byakagaba, could take a leaf from the retired IGP Ochola. There are instances where even if you suspect, you can keep these members. At a reasonable time, you set them free. Like usually, they used to curtail the opposition by holding them until late hours in the night when there was nobody to walk home with. They are taken to their homes. That wasn't the best. We condemned it. But here, where the Attorney General looks in the camera and says he's going to subject members of Parliament under a punitive legal system, where they are arrested in their cars, Right Honorable Speaker and Attorney General. We witnessed a member being arrested in the course of driving his car. His car is towed and is inside. He's taken to CPS. And at 8 p.m., he's arraigned in courts of law at night and remanded. Right Honorable Speaker. It was at night, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Attorney General, this is our country. We are lucky we are on the government side, and this I'm warning members. But tomorrow you may not always be in government. Would you wish to be treated in the same manner when you are organizing? Why are you causing unnecessary fires? Why are you causing unnecessary hatred and friction in the country? On a simple matter. Right Honorable Attorney General, look at it this way. Today we are in government, and therefore you speak a lot of law and a lot of English. But you know very well that these are the people who are helpless. Then you are citing sub judice, meaning that members of Parliament should not speak. They should allow theirs to go in prison. And I think this is not fair. So once you are meeting your colleagues, be fair to us.
Thank you, Honorable.
Be fair to Parliament.
May I allow Honorable Arion, then they respond.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I would like to start by thanking the Right Honorable Prime Minister when she cited the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda and read for us the attendant laws. I was really pleased and very happy. I now invite your attention, Mr. Speaker, sir, to the national objectives and direct principle of state policy. And specifically, I want to go to principle number 26, accountability. They are short, I would like to read them. The first one says, all public offices shall be held in trust for the people. The second, says all persons placed in positions of leadership and responsibility shall in their work be answerable to the people. The third one says all lawful measures shall be taken to expose, combat, eradicate corruption and abuse and misuse of power by those holding political and other public offices. This is the command of the Constitution that you, Mr. Speaker, you swore by in the oath for the office of the Speaker. All of us here, members of Parliament, we swore by it. So I rarely thank the President, but I must thank him because recently, despite being the first citizen, he was driving around and people questioned him to provide answers by virtue of holding the office as a leader, as a political leader. Although his response was not satisfactory to me. When he said, in Kalerwe, you don't have power because you voted for NUP. But at least he answered. At least he answered. That shows that if the president can humble himself and answer and be accountable, why are other political holders of offices in this country so adamant to the level that even the constitutional right of a member of parliament to express themselves, an attempt is made to curtail that? We had to fight. As a member of parliament, we have to fight and struggle to be heard on this floor of parliament. Mr. Speaker, my guidance, the guidance I'm seeking from you is that as political leaders of parliament, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the 4 commissioners of parliament, first, before we go outside, there are questions that have been asked by virtue of the political offices that we hold. Ugandans want those answers. That is why people were marching to come and get the answers from parliament, because we, the representatives, cannot give them the answers they want. We are being accused as parliament that we are corrupt. I'm an MP, I am not corrupt. In fact, I don't know Luganda, but this one hurt me a lot. When I was moving around and I saw people pointing at me, calling me Owechitiwa, I thought it was something nice. Later I was told it means you're a thief. I am not. I am not.
Order, honorable colleagues, let's listen to Honorable Jonathan.
So,
Let's listen to HT Honorable Jonathan.
so Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I'm just concluding. I'll give information to you later. Let me conclude on this serious matter. All I am requesting,
Honorable Jonathan, you're protected. Let's allow a
all I
colleague.
am requesting is that as people who are holding offices in trust of the people, can we take an initiative to explain to the people of Uganda the questions they ask of us even before they take the drastic step of coming to the streets? Because the situation that happened today, most of you, the inconvenience that I had to pass through as a member of parliament to come to do my constitutional duty in office was too much. And we were being harassed. Even some of us who left our IDs, the parliament IDs, it took time for us to be verified to come here. I don't want to go through that every day when I come to work here. So I ask you, Mr. Speaker, that when you retreat to your chambers, think through, and all the leaders, and provide answers. If you have been accused of A, please try to provide an answer. We don't want Ugandans to come. They are already saying if they cannot access us here in this parliament, they will go to our homes. I cannot take that for granted. Me, I don't have a police officer. I don't have security. Many of you have security, combat what I don't have. I move as I am here. And my home, nobody has visited. I don't want to be accused of being part of the loot, part of the corruption. Each and every person accused should answer in line with the provision of this constitution. And if it may please you, Mr. Speaker, lastly, we have been struggling to bring business on the order paper of this parliament to discuss this matter, to the extent that colleagues are moving, running away, and yet you can use your discretion as a responsive leader and say, I have seen you struggle. Why must you raise signatures to come and discuss issues of corruption? Why? Why must people be raising signatures? You can respond and say, as a leader of this house, I have decided that this matter is so urgent that we can allow it to be discussed so that we don't go. I beg to submit, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Nsereko.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues. I would like to thank you for the opportunity. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, I would like to add something to what Honorable Duru has echoed. He has addressed the issue of governance. But we must address the real issue. The real issue that young people are grappling with is unemployment. For me, I'll speak for what my constituents are talking about. Our population is between 25 million people. We have 25 million people between the age of 17 and 64. And whenever you go back home, honorable colleagues, you will attest that nearly 30% of your constituents are presenting you with CVs and asking you to help them find jobs. Parents are grappling with the issue of looking at their children after graduating and being skilled and looking at them with the pain of having no access to opportunity. We can talk about change of leaders, we can talk about change of policies, but for as long as we do not address the issue of access to opportunity, then we shall not have addressed the real issue. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, when the traders closed as a result of the taxation, people laughed it off. The continuing pain of people losing their capital due to high taxation, due to high interest rates, due to lack of access to capital and factors of production, narrowing the gap for growth is just a recipe for poverty, and as a result, we shall have increased crime. As a result of increased crime, we shall breed repeated demonstrations day in, day out. Right Honorable Speaker, finally, the gap between the rich and the poor continues to grow. And for as long as it continues to grow, there is relevant discontent. Today we can lock up all the corrupt, because if they are arraigned in the courts of law and proven that they are guilty, rightly so, the course of the law must take, the law must take its course. We as Parliament can do something because we've produced reports. The report of Trade and Tourism produced something, and here is the basis that government has used to apprehend some of the people. So someone cannot say that Parliament has completely done nothing. Maybe probably they are demanding for more, for much more accountability, and rightly so. The Honorable Du clearly said that people, after failing to access us here, they want to access us at our own homes. I support that. The member of Parliament you elected must be accountable to you. Go to his home and ask him, why is it that this is the one being taxed? Rather than finding us in a group and say that whatever you're debating collectively and accepting it collectively. Probably we say no to certain things, but we are not good enough to persuade some of you to agree with us. Therefore, if your constituent is discontented with what we are debating, I support them to come to your home and ask you as their member of parliament as to why they are unemployed, as to why they are highly taxed, as to why they are evicted and you have nothing to say, rather than coming to burn down an institution that they seek to occupy. In any case, Right Honorable Speaker, there is a cycle of election. If someone is discontented today, my best advice to our young colleagues, 16 months are not far away. If your member of parliament has not performed, pick the nomination forms and contest against them and come and do better here. You can change what you want to change when you sit here. But for as long as you shun politics and leadership, you will never ask for accountability and get it. If you want to get it, take part. To our young children, we might have disappointed you here and there, but you have an opportunity to also contest, and you come to this platform and you debate your own way out. Thank you.
Now, honorable colleagues, before I pick anyone else, and I will ask government later to make some responses, and I will also comment on issues to do with parliament. Now, honorable colleagues, you very well know that the Owech-Tibwa is an important title in Uganda as a kingdom. And it's very, very important to correct the record so that they don't meet Owech-Tibwa from Buganda and they run after him. Because Honorable Duru's, the translation he got might be different. So if it pleases you, let me allow the chairman of Uganda caucus. We have here.
Right Honorable
Owech-Tibwa Chivumbi.
Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker. Actually, me am a honorable member. I'm not Owech-Tibwa. Owech-Tibwa in Uganda is a member of the Uganda Ruchiko. And it's so treasured within our cultural setting. I may understand Odul not being from here to have insinuated. So to insinuate, even on the street, that Owech-Tibwa equals to a thief is really to undermine that title. After the Katikiro, all ministers of the Kabaka are titled Owech-Tibwa. All members of Ruchiko are called Owech-Tibwa. Therefore, Right Honorable Speaker, may I move that you expunge the submission of Mr. Odul where it refers to Owech-Tibwa as a thief. If he doesn't personally, withdraw it.
Yes, that's what I wanted to go for, that the Jonathan Odul I know, once he gets such a clarification, he can easily clarify the record and the Hansard will capture it very well.
Mr. Speaker, I thank you so much. I started by putting it clearly, and I'm really sorry because I don't speak Luganda. I only felt what people relate to me. Having now understood that the title Owech-Tibwa is a preserve for honorable, distinguished servants who serve the Kabaka of Buganda, and not people who sit in this parliament.
No, but what if, Honorable Jonathan, a person was giving you a very good title because you're doing well your work? You're Owech-Tibwa. The one who translated gave you a wrong.
Yeah, and that's what I'm coming to. Yeah. And having now been well educated by the chairman of Buganda caucus in parliament, that this title is a preserve. First, I condemn anyone who will continue to translate to me that title in the wrong way. And starting today, going forward now, I withdraw and will only use it whenever I meet a distinguished member of the Kabaka's government. I withdraw.
And whenever you're called Owech-Tibwa, accept. It's an honor. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Honorable Namuga. Honorable colleagues, I balance. We have gender, we have what, and it's not how many times you stand up. I'm seeing you. I know members who.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and I want to thank you for your patience. Because much as we wanted to handle this matter in the start, but you guided very well, I want to thank you for that wisdom. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to remind colleagues and your seat about the preamble of this Constitution. Right Honorable Speaker, we the people of Uganda, recalling our history which has been characterized by political and constitutional instability, and recalling all our struggles against the forces of tyranny and oppression and exploitation. I will not read everything. We did agree that this is the very supreme law of the land. You want me to read everything? You'll submit later. Right Honorable Speaker, we all agree that this is the most supreme law of this land. And we all agree that Uganda operates under a multi-party political system. Right Honorable Speaker, as a National Unity Platform, on Monday, we are meant to have a press conference. When we went yesterday, when we went to have the press conference, we found every color of uniform of police, of defense forces of this country. There was UPDF, there was police. The only uniform I didn't see was prisons, Right Honorable Speaker. And by yesterday, our colleagues were arrested. Our colleagues were arrested. I was mistreated. Right Honorable Speaker, I agree by the submission of the Right Honorable Prime Minister that it could be the police forces detected crime. But I thought the same force that you used to oppress us, the people of the opposition, would have been the same force you would have used to keep peace in that place, so that we could hold the press conference. You had all the forces. You had the police, you had the army. You would have guided very well and have us in-house such that we could have the press conference. Right Honorable Speaker, the party wrote a letter requesting to have Kololo on 22nd as our place to celebrate the 4 years. And you denied us Kololo because you are innovating. We agreed. We went to Kavule, the party headquarters, that are well known to all of you colleagues. It is not our crime that as a party, you've not yet constructed headquarters. But we have a very big place, Right Honorable Speaker. We have a very big place and we could fit there. So, Right Honorable Speaker, if the National Unity Platform went ahead to have its party headquarters, is it a crime? Is it a crime for us to hold meetings in that place? And Right Honorable Speaker, as a leader of this House, and our colleagues are in prison, I thought this would be a matter of national importance to you as a Speaker. How can your members be held in prison for no good reason? Because we are operating under a multi-party system. And Honorable Speaker, I request you to guide. I don't know whether government wants to start giving directions on how the opposition should move. Namuga from home, you must go to here, from here get to the other place. If that is the direction, then write to us. And you formally inform us on how we should move. Guide on the direction. To Right Honorable Speaker, freedom of expression is a right non-negotiable to this country. Yes, very true. So, Right Honorable Speaker, for this House to sit today, when our youth, the Gen Zs that you like so much, and that is your generation, are being refused to march to this House, Right Honorable Speaker, to bring their petition. Right Honorable Speaker, people have been detained in several police stations. People have been detained. Right Honorable Speaker, are we proceeding very well? No, if we sit in this House when the law is totally being disbanded, we are acting out of the Constitution, outside the law, Right Honorable Speaker. Is it intentional on the side of the NRM to oppress everyone? Is it intentional? The Prime Minister should come out and explain, Madam, come and explain to this country, why are you acting informally, even under where circumstances, when you know the law? You are here misinterpreting the law purely. In your favor, you misinterpreted. So, Right Honorable Speaker, I want to thank you for directing very well. But we cannot proceed to handle business here. I'm not directing. But it is human to think about the opposition beyond. We are citizens of this country and we should be given equal time, equal space to express our rights in this country. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable colleagues, if you check today, I think 80% of the people who have spoken are from opposition. So I'm giving you a chance. That's number one. No, on a platform which I'm in charge of, you have space.